Scientists have just discovered the stars are aligning in a pattern, allowing a rift to connect our world to the underworld. This is not a drill. This is a sign of the next Savage Soiree, where humanoid creatures called Soulstalkers will be able to roam during the night. Soulstalkers may appear to be human, but they are drawn to consume human souls. We urge everyone to stay safe and find a secure place to hide until the night is over. Should you encounter one, they can be weakened with holy water and Angora wool. They are also more vulnerable to colder environments, so ensure your surroundings are cold and fortified. Soulstalkers can be banished when weakened, but this should only be used as a last resort. Stay vigilant, and look out for updates during the night.
Hey there. It's me, Grace. I thought I'd come pay you a visit this fine evening. By the way, what are you doing, cooped up in your bunker? Have you been hiding there all day? This whole time we could have been hanging out? The Soulstalkers are coming. What are those? Strange humanoid creatures that rise from the depths of the underworld on the night of the Savage Soiree? I think I remember you mentioning Soulstalkers before, but I don't think I've ever heard of the night of the Savage Soiree. What is that about? It's a night where the Soulstalkers are able to freely roam the land, disguised as people and feast on the souls of humans. That sounds horrifying. I couldn't imagine being caught in the clutches of one of them. But why am I just now hearing about this? It was breaking news. How long ago was this? A couple hours ago. No wonder I didn't hear about this. I was enjoying my hike. But why would something so crucial be announced so late? Couldn't they have given us a heads up earlier? The event, is that unpredictable? But what causes it? Wait, so when the stars arrange this strange pattern, it opens a gateway between our world and theirs? And they just found out that it's happening again sometime today? But how do you know so much about this? Your grandmother was captured by one a long time ago, during the last Savage Soiree. How long ago was that? I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine what you've been through. It must have been incredibly tough for you to lose your grandmother to a Soulstalker. But you know what? It seems her tragic encounter with those creatures has bestowed upon you a unique understanding and a wealth of knowledge about Soulstalkers. I can tell you've done a ton of research on their behavior and how to defend yourself against them. This impenetrable bunker proves it. It's like her sacrifice has become a guiding light, leading you down the path of preparation and resilience should any Soulstalkers return. Still, I can't believe I've been completely oblivious to this. I didn't even have my phone with me to check for updates. It's like I was living in my own little bubble. I mean, think about it. It's not every day that you expect Soulstalkers to show up, right? I guess I was just caught up in my own world, going about my usual routine. I had no reason to suspect anything was amiss. But now that I've heard what's going on, I'm terrified. I don't want to be out here alone. I never thought I would find myself in this situation, needing someone's help for my own safety. It's hard for me to admit that I feel unsafe outside, but the truth is, the fear of encountering those Soulstalkers is overwhelming. I hate to ask this of you, but I truly feel that being in the bunker with you would provide me with a sense of security and peace of mind. I know I can trust you and your knowledge about these creatures, and I believe that together we can face whatever comes our way. So, would you be willing to let me stay in the bunker with you? At least until the night is over and it's safe out here? I know it's a lot to ask, and I understand if you have reservations, but please, know that your support would mean the world to me, and I would be forever grateful for your kindness and protection. I understand your concern, but I assure you that I am who I appear to be. Look, I understand your skepticism. It's only natural to question, especially in these perilous times. But if you have any doubts, you can ask me anything. I'll answer honestly and prove to you that I am not a soul stalker, but someone who deeply cares for you. It may be true that soul stalkers can disguise themselves as others, but trust me when I say that my feelings for you are genuine. Think about it, my dear. Have I not shown you love, kindness, and understanding? Have I not been there for you in moments of joy and sorrow? Like I said, I know this might be a lot to ask, but I'm really in a tough spot here. I don't have anywhere else to go, and I'm genuinely scared to be out in the open. The truth is, I've always had feelings for you, even back when we were kids. I was just always too shy and unsure of myself to confess. But I really don't want the Savage Soiree to be the end of our story. I don't want it to be the reason why we never got the chance to explore what could have been between us. I always admired you from afar, and I always had a feeling you may have liked me too. Remember all the incredible moments we've shared together? The late-night stargazing sessions, the road trips to nowhere, and the endless conversations that made time stand still. We were inseparable. I remember the way your eyes sparkled when we first met. The way your smile could light up the darkest of nights. I thought we were destined to be together, to conquer the world as a team. But now you keep me at arm's length, hiding away in this mysterious bunker of yours. Tell me, aren't you even a little bit curious about what could happen between us? The love that might have blossomed? I can't help but wonder about all the things we could do together, all the memories we could create, how happy we would be. I wish we had explored the possibility of becoming more than friends before. But it's not too late for us to explore something special. So will you please let me in? I need your help and protection, and I know I won't be able to face them alone. I can't bear the thought of leaving this world without experiencing the love we could have shared. The fear of the unknown consumes me, and I tremble at the idea of never knowing what could have been between us. The thought of never experiencing the warmth of your embrace, the tenderness of your touch, it fills me with a profound sadness. I want to believe that our story together could be extraordinary, filled with laughter, passion, and a deep understanding of one another. But here we are, on the precipice of uncertainty, with the threat of the Soulstalkers looming over us. I'm scared. Scared that we won't have the chance to realize the love we could have had, to see it bloom and flourish. The thought of never knowing what could have been tears at my heart. Please, I beg you, don't let our potential love story fade away. Let's embrace the chance we have now and create something beautiful before it's too late. Thank you so much for letting me in. I can't express how grateful I am. You saved me, and I owe you the world. I've always believed in us, you know? I've always felt this special connection between us, and being here in your bunker just solidifies it. It's like a dream come true. I'm so glad that you believe in our future together as much as I do. I am absolutely blown away by how incredibly fortified this place is. You've truly outdone yourself. The level of detail and effort you've put into making this bunker a safe haven is just mind-boggling. You must have thought of everything. How did you have enough time to get all of this? You figured this day would come? I see. Losing your grandmother during the last Savage Soiree must have been tough, but it's nice how you managed to turn this into a driving force to become well prepared for another one of these nights. It's clear you learned from experience and are ready for whatever happens. I'm so grateful to have you by my side, Someone who always thinks ahead and is ready to face any challenge. Still, I must say, it's pretty chilly here. Why is that? Oh. I guess it makes sense that it's a weakness against those creatures since they tend to thrive in the underworld. But is it really that necessary down here? I mean, I get that we want the bunker to be secure and all, but this cold is on a whole other level. Plus, with how fortified you made this place from the outside, I don't think we'll have to worry about any getting in. I never told you this, but I have a medical condition that makes me extremely sensitive to cold temperatures, and how being in the cold for too long can easily make me sick. Do you think maybe we can turn the temperature up, even if just for a little bit? I hate to ask, but please. I'm already starting to feel a bit sluggish, and I've already been feeling a little under the weather. I'm sure we'll be fine, and besides, it'll help the two of us focus better as well. Seriously? Do you really think turning the heat for even just a tiny bit is going to hinder our safety? This bunker's a well-designed safe haven, and nothing's going to harm us. Please, there's no need to have doubts about our safety here. And my conditions are only getting worse? Can't you just do me a solid and crank the heat up? Fine, just forget it. If you're seriously more concerned about keeping it cold than your friend's own health, then fine. I thought you would understand, but I guess it's not like it's detrimental to your health like it is mine. Look, I appreciate that you let me in here, I really do. But I'm not trying to hear your apologies. No, I'm not in the mood to play anything. I just don't have the strength in me. Just because I didn't mention it before doesn't mean the cold didn't bother me. I've always had problems with the cold. It just never had as much of an impact on me until now, because this place is a literal igloo. So of course it's going to have a huge toll on me. If you're not going to help with that, could you at least give me a cover or something? I'm dying here. Thanks. Now that I notice, what's that strange book you have there? Really? Is that the spellbook filled with ancient knowledge and spells that can banish creatures from the underworld? Interesting. The idea of warding off various demonic forces is thrilling, yet creepy at the same time. You must have grabbed one of these to prepare for something like this. May I ask, have you practiced any of the rituals in it? Have you found one capable of banishing a Soulstalker? No. I see. Don't sweat it. I mean, it must be a really tricky spell, right? Those Soulstalkers seem to be quite cunning and elusive. It's no surprise that banishing them would require some serious magical prowess. Luckily, I don't think we'll need it with how the night's looking so far. I'd just keep practicing. Even if you don't know it now, perhaps you'll have mastered it if this event should come again. Wait a minute. Why do you have these rugs scattered all over the place? The fabric in them is another weakness to the Soulstalkers. Wow, that's really smart. You really thought of it all, didn't you? I hate to ask, but I've been feeling strange ever since I got in the bunker. My skin has been getting itchy and irritated, and I'm starting to think it may be the rugs. I think I may be allergic to whatever's in them, and I'll tell you. The cold weather's not making this any better for me. Could you please remove them to see if it makes a difference? I don't know how much longer I can last. Come on, first you refused to turn up the heat, and now this? Is this really what you want? To see your best friend suffer? You know for a fact it'd be impossible for any Soulstalker to get in. So why must you be so paranoid? Please, I'm begging you, just get rid of the rugs or I'll have to leave. At this point, I'd rather deal with them head-on than stay another moment in here. It's sad that we have to come to this, but I can't take it anymore. No, absolutely not. I don't want your water. It's not going to make me feel any better. If anything, it'll only make things worse. What? What are you?
What on earth was that for? Is this holy water? Oh no. I need to... What? Wait, what are you doing with that book? Oh gosh, I need to get out of... But I thought you said you didn't know how to use this spell. You knew the entire time? But how? My weaknesses gave it away? Wait, please. Let's just put it down for a moment and talk. Banishing me won't solve anything. If you let me go, I promise not to hurt you. I'll disappear with no trouble, and I swear to never bother you or your family again. No! You'll pay for this!
Where am I? Am I free? I can't believe it. I'm free. Oh my gosh, I never thought I'd ever see you again, but I'm so glad I did. I started running home as soon as I got the alert on my phone, but before I could get to safety, out of nowhere she ambushed me. I thought it was over for me. I was afraid I was gonna die before getting to talk to you one last time. But you saved me. How did you manage to banish her? Banishment spell? Of course. So you let her weaken herself with the cold, the fabric, and the water? Then you were able to finish her off with the spell. That was brilliant. I can't believe you outsmarted her. I owe you my life. I don't know what I'd do without you, but with everything that happened, it really made me realize how precious life is. I just wanted to say that going through that darkness, thinking I may never see you again, made me realize that I can't keep hiding how I feel. You see, the thing is, I like you. I have for a long time now, ever since we were kids. You mean the world to me, and I'm so glad I didn't go out before getting to tell you how I feel. I wanted to confess for so long, but I never had the courage. I always thought, what if you don't feel the same way, or what if it ends our friendship? But now I know that life is too short to hold back our feelings. You're such an incredible person. You're brave, kind, and you saved me from the clutches of that Soulstalker. I couldn't bear the thought of leaving this world without telling you how much you mean to me. I understand if this comes as a shock, and if you don't feel the same way. Does that mean you feel the same way? I love you too. Promise me we'll never be separated again. Well, it looks like the Savage Soiree is nearly over. I'm kinda cold, so can we just cuddle together and watch a movie or play some video games? Honestly, I don't care what we do, as long as we're together.
Good evening. This is your breaking news update. If you're hearing this, I have great news to share. The Savage Soiree has come to an end, and the Soulstalkers have vanished from our city. It's finally safe to come out of hiding and breathe a sigh of relief. You have successfully survived this extraordinary event. We want to assure you that the authorities have thoroughly assessed the situation and deemed it safe for everyone to resume their normal activities. The streets are now secure, and the threat has been neutralized. We extend our gratitude to the brave individuals who stood strong and supported one another during these challenging times. Stay tuned for more updates and information on the aftermath of the Savage Soiree.